I'm back, Gen X Gamer here with another episode of Tower 3D Pro. Today we are at Honolulu International Airport, PHNL. Very excited about this. This is the first time playing this airport, running ATC on it. I'm probably not going to be familiar with the airplane call letters on some of these, so that'll make it interesting. And we shall see what happens. Our wind is 253 at 2 knots. Let me just move the ADARs over here real quick so you can see. What we're going to be doing is having our arrivals come in on 8 left, and then 4 right, the diagonal one in the middle. I don't believe I have my cursor on, but you'll see it right there, 4 right at the bottom. So we have that one that they'll be coming in on. We do not want our jets taking off on 4 right because they then fly over the city, and that's a huge no-no at that airport. So we'll just kind of keep our prop planes and that sort of thing. If they're terminals or aprons or whatever happen to be over there by 4 right, we can run them off those runways. No problem. It's just the big jets. So what we need to do is take them over the water, so that's going to require us to taxi our departures all the way down to the bottom to right here, 8 right. So that's what we're going to be doing today, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoy this brand new episode and this brand new airport. Definitely brand new to me. It's been out quite a while, but it's new to me. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get this episode kicked off. We got 5 planes that need to be pushed back. So enjoy. Hawaiian 393, pushback approved. Expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right, pushback approved. Hawaiian 393.
Hawaiian 386, pushback approved. Expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right, pushback approved. Hawaiian 386.
Delta 576, pushback approved. Expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right, pushback approved. Delta 576.
Southwest 462, pushback approved. Expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right, pushback approved. Southwest 462.
And if I didn't mention it
Honolulu
already,
ground, Hawaiian 393 ready to taxi.
Our wind is 253 at 2 knots. So not really much of a factor. We'll keep an eye on it. Now this one over here, RDS 705, I believe it's Rhodes. Rhodes 705, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right. Is that right? Rhodes 705, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Honolulu ground, Southwest 462 ready to taxi.
Well, there you go. I already don't know what this one is over here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to...
Hawaiian 386 ready to taxi.
We're just going to manually push it back so that I hear what the call is, because I did miss it. Let's see, we're going to go push back. We're going to go 8.
Honolulu ground,
Not
Delta
left.
576 ready to taxi.
So let's clear that out. We'll push him back to 8 right. Or have him expect 8 right anyway. 8 right. There we go.
Ground, 8 right, pushback approved. Rhodes Express 705.
Okay, it's Rhodes Express, so that's why. So I was right about the roads, just not the express part. Delta 576, runway 8 right, taxi via Alpha Romeo Bravo.
Runway 8 right, taxi via Alpha Romeo Bravo Delta 576.
Hawaiian 386, runway 8 right, taxi via Golf Alpha Romeo Bravo.
Honolulu Tower, American 143 with you, runway 8 left.
Hawaiian 393, runway 8 right, taxi via Lima Alpha Romeo Bravo.
Runway 8 right, taxi via Golf Alpha Romeo Bravo Hawaiian 386.
Southwest 462, runway 8 right, taxi via Zulu Yankee Sierra Bravo Romeo Bravo.
Runway 8 right, taxi via Lima Alpha Romeo Bravo Hawaiian 393. Runway 8 right taxi via Zulu Yankee Sierra Bravo Romeo Bravo Southwest 462.
Honolulu ground, Roads Express 705 ready to taxi.
Roads Express 705, runway 8 right, taxi via Charlie, Romeo Tango, Romeo Alpha, Romeo Bravo.
Runway 8 right taxi via Charlie Romeo Tango Romeo Alpha Romeo Bravo Roads Express 705.
All right, definitely takes a little getting used to some of these taxiways. So, but hey, it makes it a fun challenge, that's for sure. Now on our, let's see here, on our radar, we have one coming in on 8 left. American 143, there is nobody in front of him, so I'm going to go ahead and give him clearance to land. I kind of like to do that normally within the 5-mile radius, but since there is nobody in his way, we're going to do that now. American 143, runway 8 left, cleared to land.
Runway 8 left cleared to land American 143.
Okay, so everybody is moving. I'll go ahead and bring up the aiders so you guys can see. In fact, I'm going to bring this up just a little bit more. That way I can refer to it really quick for you guys. There we go. And hopefully you're enjoying this tower view. So they're all moving. So we are good to go there. Well, hopefully you're enjoying your weekend. Happy Saturday to all of you. It's nice and warm here, but a little rainy. We got some storms that are going to be coming through, so I thought I'd record this before the storms hit, just in case I lose power. I normally don't. Hawaiian 386, hold position.
Hold position Hawaiian 386.
Haha, look at that. That was a close one. I was busy talking. Busy talking to you guys. Almost not paying attention there. But all is good in the neighborhood. Hawaiian 386, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Hawaiian 386.
Yeah, that was a close one. Always be looking, always be scanning. That's the only reason I caught it.
Honolulu Tower, Transair 17 with you runway 8 left.
All right, so MUI is Transair. So have fun remembering that one, right? Because when you look at it, sometimes you just got to look at it. There it is. MUI. Transair. MUI. How's that going to help you remember that, right? Delta 576. Continue taxi, cross runway 8 left.
Continue taxi Delta 576.
All right, we've got our American about 6 miles out for landing on 8 left. So we'll get him across no problem. Southwest 462, continue taxi, cross runway 8 left. We can also get him across too.
462.
This one looks like it might be a little tricky because there's some distance to cover from where he stops. So I would definitely make sure the jet is at least 5 miles out if you're going to do this one, just by eyeballing it here. Of course, I've never played this particular airport, but it's going to take a while for that plane, for that Southwest to get across there. It's just something to maybe keep in mind if you end up having this airport, or if you already do, so you don't get snake bit. See, he's just now entering the runway and just now beginning to exit. And American is just about 2.5 miles out. So that would definitely give you safe leeway. And we just got to wait for American to come in and we can get these Hawaiian flights across. Transair is about 12 miles out. Second in line. And by the way, we're doing a 5 p.m. shift here at Honolulu International Airport. Hawaiian 3903, continue taxi, cross runway 8 left.
Continue taxi Hawaiian 3903.
All right, a successful touchdown for American, our first one of the day. Now we just have to give him taxi instructions to the terminal. He will probably get off on Yankee, would be my guess, which would be the next one on the left. All right. American 143, taxi to terminal via Yankee Alpha Sierra Zulu.
Taxi to terminal via Echo Yankee Alpha Sierra Echo Zulu American 143.
No, we don't want Echo Zulu. Yankee is what we want. Yankee Alpha Delta. Or no. Here we go. American 143, taxi to terminal via Yankee Alpha Sierra Zulu. American 143, taxi to terminal via Yankee Alpha Sierra Zulu.
Taxi
There
to
we
terminal
go.
via Yankee Alpha Sierra Zulu American 143.
Hawaiian 386, continue taxi, cross runway 8 left.
Continue taxi Hawaiian 386.
All right, we got him rolling. How are we doing down here for Delta? We can roll Delta here. Delta 576, wind is 251 at 2 knots, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 251 at 2 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff. Delta 576.
Transair 17, runway 8 left, cleared to land.
Runway 8 left cleared to land. Transair 17.
All right, so we got Transair is about 5 miles out, so we cleared him for landing. We have Hawaiian 386 just now crossing that runway, so we're good there. We'll have to kind of pay attention to these two, make sure they don't meet in the middle. I think Hawaiian's going to beat him, though. By the look of things, they should be okay. All right, so let's go ahead and look over here at Delta 578 as he takes off. It's like an Airbus 300 series. So this will be our first departure of the day. Never been to Hawaii. Would like to go sometime. But never been there. I hear it is just absolutely stunning. All right. Should be rotating here. And off they go. Delta 576 is well on its way. Hawaiian 3903, wind is 251 at 2 knots, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 251 at 2 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff. Hawaiian 3903.
We're just going to keep these guys rolling. Delta 576, contact Honolulu departure on 124.8.
Roger, good day.
Here comes our Transair. Smaller company plane. And Transair has to go all the way, basically, to the end of the runway. Of course, we'll get him off the runway, but that is where his parking is at. We'll deal with him in a moment. We want to pay attention over here and make sure this Hawaiian here and this Rhodes 1 do not collide. Hawaiian 386 hold position. We'll have them hold position.
Hawaiian 386.
All right. And again, I think it's Rhodes Express. I almost forgot it again. I think it's Rhodes Express. We'll get Rhodes Express off and rolling. Hawaiian's gone. Rhodes Express 705, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 8 right cleared for takeoff. Rhodes Express 705.
Hawaiian 386, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Hawaiian 386.
Trans Air, taxi to the apron via Alpha, Echo, Charlie. Will he do it?
Say again.
Trans Air 17, taxi to apron via Alpha, Echo, Charlie.
Taxi to apron via Alpha Echo Charlie Transair 17.
There we go. So basically they just have to bring him around and then cut him across is what's going to happen. Hawaiian 393, contact Honolulu departure on 124.8.
Roger, good day.
There goes our Rhodes Express. So it's been moderately busy, not really that busy, to be honest, but which is okay. It helps me get my bearings for the first time here. Hawaiian 386, wind is 2503 knots, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff. Just
Wind
keep
is
them rolling.
250 at 3 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff Hawaiian 386.
Rhodes Express 705, contact Honolulu departure on 124.8.
Roger, good day.
All right. And then after this Hawaiian flight, we have a Southwest that can line up and wait. Southwest 462, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Runway 8 right, line up and wait Southwest 462.
Okay, so we are banging them out. Trans Air is making his way to his parking area. We'll just have to give him instructions to cross runway 8 left when he gets there. All right, let's take a look at the Hawaiian flight taking off. There he goes. Southwest 462, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff Southwest 462.
Honolulu Tower, Hawaiian 398 requesting push and start.
Hawaiian 398, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. Hawaiian 398.
Hawaiian 386, contact Honolulu departure on 124.8.
Roger, good day.
And good day to you also. All right, Transair is going to take a right here on taxiway Echo and approach 8 left. Transair 17, continue taxi cross runway 8 left.
Continue taxi Transair 17.
Southwest 462, contact Honolulu departure on 124.8.
Roger, good day.
So I'd be curious to know in the comments if you've ever been to Hawaii or if you've flown in and out of this particular airport before.
Honolulu ground, Hawaiian 3908 ready to taxi.
Hawaiian 3908, runway 8 right, taxi via Golf Alpha Romeo Bravo.
Runway 8 right taxi via Golf Alpha Romeo Bravo Hawaiian 3908.
There goes Transair, just now crossing 8 left. Looking good there. And Hawaiian 3908, taxiing to 8 right. So everything looks good. It's kind of slow. So what I'm going to do is I will cut right back in once it gets a little busier here. So we'll be right back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And we still have Transair just now hitting his taxi, or I should say his parking area. Hawaiian 3908 just crossed runway 8 left. We have an incoming Hawaiian 341 coming in on 8 left. And we have an American that is getting ready to be pushed back here. So that kind of catches you up to speed. And then also number 2 on landing, we have a Coast Guard auxiliary that is coming in on 8 left. So we'll take a look at Hawaiian 341 coming in. It's a 717 Boeing. All right, smooth as butter. One of the things I'm really liking about this airport, which kind of reminds me of KLAX in that everything is pretty much visible for the most part. Here you can see absolutely everything. There might be
Honolulu ground, American 74 ready to taxi.
1 or 2 terminals, one in particular on LAX that is difficult to see the planes behind it, but you know, here you can see everything really nice. Really am enjoying this one. Coast Guard Auxiliary 8, runway 8 left, cleared to land.
Say again.
Coast Guard Auxiliary 8, runway 8 left, cleared to land.
Say again.
Coast Guard Auxiliary 8. Coast Guard Auxiliary Air 8. Apparently I'm not saying that right.
Say again.
Coast Guard Auxiliary 8, cleared to land.
Say again.
Coast Guard Auxiliary 8, runway 8 left, cleared to land.
Runway 8 left cleared to land. Coast Guard Auxiliary Air 8.
Wow, what was my malfunction on that? Holy smoke. What's weird is Coast Guard Auxiliary 8, runway 8 left, cleared to land. I was just botching that up. Totally botching it up. Hawaiian 341, taxi to terminal via Alpha Delta Zulu.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Delta Zulu Hawaiian 341.
Yeah, so that was my bad on the Coast Guard Auxiliary 8. Hawaiian 3908, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff. We'll get him out of here.
Runway 8 right cleared for takeoff Hawaiian 3908.
American 74, continue taxi.
Continue taxi American 74.
All right, and here comes our Coast Guard. Just a little guy, and he is going, let's bring up the 8ers. He is going all the way down to Charlie there by runway 4 right. That is where his parking is at. So we'll help guide him down there Have to cross a couple runways to do so. And he will get off on the next available taxiway on the right. Let's look at Hawaiian 398 as it takes off. Sun is starting to go down here in Honolulu. And again, our wind is 247 at 3 knots. Hawaiian 398, contact Honolulu departure on 124.8.
Roger, good day.
Coast Guard Auxiliary 8, taxi to apron via Golf Bravo Delta Foxtrot.
Negative. Coast Guard Auxiliary Air 8.
Coast Guard Auxiliary Air 8, taxi to apron via Golf Bravo Delta Foxtrot.
Say again.
Well, of course. I'll say it again and again and again if I have to. Coast Guard Auxiliary Air 8.
Say again.
Coast Guard Auxiliary Air, taxi to apron via Bravo Delta Foxtrot.
Negative. Coast Guard Auxiliary Air 8.
Coast Guard Auxiliary Air 8. And then it automatically goes to vacate. So here's what I'm going to do.
Say again.
Coast Guard Auxiliary Air 8, taxi to terminal.
Say again.
Coast Guard Auxiliary 8, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to Terminal Coast Guard Auxiliary Air 8.
All right, crazy. Any of you that play this airport have that issue with those? That's kind of bizarre. Not really sure what's going on there with that. But he is on the move. Coast Guard Auxiliary Air 8. I don't know, it doesn't like me. They don't like me. That's what it is. We'll just say that. They don't like me. They like the other guy that normally sits in the seat. All right, and we got American getting ready to cross runway 8 left. We'll get him across, and then I'll catch back up with you guys when it gets a little busier. American 74, continue taxi cross runway 8 left.
Continue taxi American 74.
I really thought like at 5 o'clock this would be extremely busy. I mean, it's set at 100% traffic, so I don't know. I don't know if this is just typical or what, but all right. Well, we got him moving across, so what we'll do is we'll catch back up once things get a little busier. See yous in a bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We have a Hawaiian 506 ready for
Honolulu
pushback.
Tower, Hawaiian 347 with you runway 8 left.
We have on our scope several jets coming in. We also have, I believe this one's just a regular plane. It says CNA is what it is. So that one is coming in on 4 right. So we have some coming in on 4 right. We have one coming in on 8 left. And a pushback. So that's the current situation. And he is just about ready to come in on 4 right. So we're being blinded by the light. Hawaiian 506, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. Hawaiian 506.
All right, we'll get him taken care of. This guy here coming in on 4 right. And we're going to have to get him off quickly. Quickly. Because there is a 717 coming in on his butt.
Hawaiian 506 ready to taxi.
That I might have to have go around. 2875 Queen, take next available exit on right.
Say again.
There you go. Well done. Well done. Hawaiian 354, runway 4 right, cleared to land.
Runway 4 right cleared to land. Hawaiian 354.
Hawaiian 506, runway 8 right, taxi via Lima Alpha Romeo Bravo.
Runway 8 right taxi via Lima Alpha Romeo Bravo. Hawaiian 506.
2875 Queen, taxi to apron via Charlie.
Taxi to apron via Charlie 2875 Quebec.
All right, and here comes that Hawaiian. Beautifully done. That was very, very helpful, that small plane getting off the runway as quick as possible. Looking good. Hawaiian 354, take next available exit on left. Try and get him off as soon as
Take
possible.
next available exit on left. Hawaiian 354.
We have Giant coming in. About 2.5 miles out. We'll see what happens. He was not able to make Kilo, so he has to go all the way to the end of the runway. And that's not going to work. Giant 886, go around. Giant 8869er, go around.
Go around Giant 8869er.
Yep, we're going to play it safe. Go around. Giant 8869er, contact Honolulu departure on 124.8.
Roger, good day.
That is a big boy right there.
Honolulu Tower, Aloha 42 requesting push and start.
Hawaiian 347, runway 8 left, cleared to land.
Runway 8 left cleared to land. Hawaiian 347.
All right, if you guys are enjoying this brand new episode of Tower 3D Pro at Honolulu International Airport, be sure to hit that that bell, that sub. That way you are notified when new videos come out if you enjoy this type of content. Greatly appreciate it. Hawaiian 354, taxi to terminal via Alpha Kilo Zulu Zulu.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Kilo Zulu Zulu. Hawaiian 354.
Hawaiian 354, continue taxi, cross runway 4 left.
Continue taxi. Hawaiian 354.
Okay, so hopefully he will move. It looks like he is. So what ends up happening is it looks like, let me bring it up. You know, he stops there before 4 left, or, you know, depending on how you're looking at it, 22 right there. You give him taxi instructions. I don't think he'll move unless you say continue taxi to cross that runway. I think so. I know I've seen people play this airport before and complain about the plane being stuck there. It could be just because you're not having it continue taxi so that it crosses the runway. But, you know, again, what do I know? This is the first time me playing this particular airport, so I could be totally off on that. Okay, so is this Aloha? Is that what that is? AAH42. Aloha 42, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. Aloha 42.
Okay, it is Aloha. I wanted to wait until Hawaiian got past got past him on Alpha. And I wasn't quite sure if I remembered what he said. So it's Aloha. Good deal. Hawaiian 347, taxi to terminal via Yankee Alpha Delta Zulu.
Taxi to terminal via Yankee Alpha Echo Delta Zulu Echo
It
Hawaiian
always wants to put an
347.
echo in there.
Honolulu Tower, Southwest 447 with you runway 8 left.
Honolulu ground, Aloha 42 ready to taxi.
Aloha 42, runway 8 right, taxi via Alpha Romeo Bravo.
Runway 8 right taxi via Alfa Romeo Bravo Aloha 42.
Okay, let's try this again. Hawaiian 347, taxi to terminal via Yankee Alpha Delta Zulu.
Taxi to terminal via Yankee Alpha Delta Zulu Hawaiian 347.
Okay. All right, and on our radar, we have a Southwest flight coming in on 8 left. It is approximately 18 miles out. We will go ahead and get this Hawaiian flight across the runway. Hawaiian 506, continue taxi cross 8 left.
Continue taxi Hawaiian 506.
All right, and I think as a precaution now, we're going to go ahead and turn on the airport lights, as the sun is definitely setting. So we'll get those up and running here, as it's about 5:45 in the evening. All right, so far so good. Everything is looking good. We'll probably wrap up this initial episode of Honolulu International Airport here in a little while. Not a tremendous amount of action, but a beautiful airport nonetheless. I'm sure there's busier times of the day. I just don't know. I would have thought 5 o'clock would be extremely busy, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's more in the morning or something like that. So I don't know. If any of you guys know, let me know. I could try running this at the busiest time. However, I am enjoying it. Normally, I have to go at such a fast pace. This has been a relaxing episode for me, so gives me a chance just to chit-chat a little bit more, explain things a little bit more. That sort of thing that I normally don't get to do. So I've enjoyed that.
Honolulu Tower, Western Gloggle 5578 requesting push and start.
Western Gloggle 5578, pushback approved, respect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. Western Gloggle 5578.
Western Gloggle. Wow. That's an interesting one. Western Gloggle. Good Lord, help me remember that. Southwest 447, runway 8 left, cleared to land.
Runway 8 left cleared to land Southwest 447.
He's about 9 miles out with no one in front of him, so we'll go ahead and have him, give him his clearance. Come on in. Aloha 42, continue taxi, cross runway 8 left.
Continue taxi Aloha 42. Honolulu ground, Western Gloggle 5578 ready to taxi.
Western Gloggle 5578. Continue taxi.
Continue taxi Western Gloggle 5578.
All right, and it looks like here approach has sent Giant
Honolulu
around.
Tower, Giant 8869er with you runway 8 left.
Has sent him around to 8 left now. So he will be coming in on 8 left. That was the jet we had to have go around, because that other jet had to go the length of the runway to taxi. So he should be fine coming in now. We'll get him in, and then we'll probably call it an episode after Giant comes in. We'll watch that 747 come in. That'll be fun. Hawaiian 506, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right cleared for takeoff Hawaiian 506.
We may even get these other planes out of here. Bring up the 8ers so you guys can see what's going on. We already gave 506 clearance. Aloha 42 is making his way, and our Western Gloggle is making his way to 8 left at this point, where we'll have to clear him to get across. And here comes Southwest 447. I don't know why that makes me chuckle, Western Gloggle. Even though it's serious and realistic, it just, I don't know, makes me chuckle a bit. All right, so Southwest is coming in. We have over here on 8 right, Hawaiian 506 taken off. We'll watch him come in. That way we don't have the sun glaring at us. Western Gloggle 5578. Continue taxi, cross runway 8 left.
Continue taxi Western Gloggle 5578.
I guess the thing about Western Gloggle is I probably won't forget that one. I probably won't forget that. Southwest 447, take next available exit on left. Southwest 447, take next available exit on left.
Take next available exit on left Southwest 447.
Hawaiian 506, contact Honolulu departure on 124.8.
Roger, good day.
Aloha 42, wind is 242 at 4 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 242 at 4 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff. Aloha 42.
Southwest 447, taxi to terminal via Yankee Zulu.
Taxi to terminal via Yankee Zulu Southwest 447.
All right. Giant is about 8 miles out before he comes in. And Western Gloggle is making his way to 8 right, where we will get him out of here also, I'm sure. And Aloha 42 is getting ready to depart.
Honolulu Tower, Ohana 941 with you, runway 8 left.
All right. Here, we'll get out of the sunlight here. So I hope you guys have really enjoyed this episode. I know that I have. And I look forward to doing more here. Again, some of you that have already played this airport, yeah, give me any type of tips, anything like that, or issues that you've had with this airport. If there's been any issues, let me know in the comments. Or what you like or don't like about the airport. I'd love to hear that stuff too. All right, and aloha to you. And there they go. Aloha 42, contact Honolulu departure on 124.8. Have a good flight.
Roger, good day.
All right, off they go. And here comes Giant. 747. We'll get him in. We'll get Western Gloggle out of here, and then we will call it a wrap. Western Goggle 5578. Wind is 243 at 4 knots. Runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 243 at 4 knots. Runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff. Western Goggle 5578.
All right, here he comes.
Going around Giant 8869er.
Oh, did I not give you clearance? You've got to be kidding me that I just did that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. Giant 8869er, contact Honolulu departure on 124.8.
Roger, good day.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to watch Western Goggle take off, and we'll call it an episode. Wow, that is something I don't do. I was so fixated on it arriving that I didn't even give it clearance. How about that? Shame on me, the Gen X gamer. What the heck? But you know what? I'm just going to laugh at myself. Why? Because this is a game. It is a simulation, so I didn't come on here to be perfect. Came on here to have fun and maybe make people laugh, smile, and enjoy an hour. So, Western Goggle taking off. Sorry about that, Giant. Oh my goodness. Off we go. So, that is going to do it for this episode. I am the Gen X Gamer. I hope you guys have had a good time and got a good chuckle out of this one. I enjoy being here with you guys. Thanks for checking out my channel, my video, all my different series that I have going on with firefighting simulation, LSPDFR, all that good stuff. And again, if you enjoy this, you enjoy this channel, go ahead and hit that like, that bell, that sub. I greatly appreciate it. And I will catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye now.
Honolulu Tower, Sawtooth 229er with you. Runway 4 right.
Western Goggle 5578, contact Honolulu departure on 124.8.
Roger, good day.